Hello guys, good evening. So this is the video that you said I should make so that you guys will get to understand it. Okay, so I hope by now everybody understands this part, right? So this manual mode is there for us to be in the manual mode. You know, we have the auto mode and the manual mode. So what this manual mode is there is that when this manual mode is active, it means we are in the manual mode. Okay, and this block is the counter block. Okay, to count the number of times we've pressed the the start button. Okay, and this preset value we stored it in the memory bit, which is mw12. That's where we stored it, but I'm not going to use it for now. Okay, and the output the output of the counter has been stored in the memory bit 5.0. We are not going to use that one also, so just check. Okay, just take that off your mind. And the current value, that's what we are going to use. We'll be using this current value, and we stored it in the memory bit, which is mw14. Okay, so we stored it in it and we'll be using it in our code. Okay, so what it does is okay, this reset is used to reset the counter back to 0. So let's say we've pressed this button like 10 times and then we want to reset it back to 0. When this reset button is pressed, then the counter will be set back to 0. So what actually this blog is doing here, or everything right here is doing, is that when we are in the manual mode, this manual mode will be active. So let's say current, let me use current. Okay, so let's say current will be flowing through this line all the way to this side. Okay, so the moment we press the start, okay, current will be able to flow from this side all the way to the account CU. Okay, when this CU sees a current over here, it detects a current over here, it will count this thing, it will count it to 0, count it from 0 to 1. Sorry, to count from 0 to 1. So when this counter is 1, okay, when this counter is 1, then we go down here. This is our Fanta filler. Okay, this one manual mode is also there to make sure that we are in the manual mode. Okay, so this is a comparator. Forget about what we did here, just focus here. This is a comparator, and this comparator, this is where we want, this is the number, this one you see here is the number that we want to compare with. Okay, so the number one, this number one is the number that we want to compare, and this value up here, the mw14, if you remember, that was this one, the current value. So what we are trying to do here is we are comparing the current value here with this number. Okay, the current value here with this number. So when we had pressed the start button, this counter will change from 0 to 1. So we will have 1 here. And the down one, what we are doing with this comparator is that we are comparing the value at mw14, which is 1, with this number. So if it is true, so if our mw14 is 1, and then this number here too is 1, which is true, then it means current will pass through from this side to this set side of the SR latch. Okay, let me say the Fanta filler, which will set its output to true. So the output is the Fanta filler, that's the filler. And then this clock here, which is in parallel with the Fanta filler, and the indicator is to make the indicator blink every sorry, so help it blink 1 second. Okay, 1 second every time, like every I don't understand it. Oh shit, I've stopped.